Good morning on day 29 on the Pacific Crest Trail. We are just at the top of our first little climb, which usually occurs right after we break camp because most of our tent sites are in a valley. It was kind of a restless night's sleep. Our tent site was on a hill a little bit, and so and it was pretty cold. But it's a beautiful day, as you can see, and we are enjoying breakfast here. Just a little bit into our hike, and we have cold-soaked ramen, which doesn't sound very appetizing normally, but it's quite tasty here on the trail. And let me show you what we're looking at this morning. Well, we are dining. How's that for ambiance? That's the first water source. There are a few within the first 4.5 miles, and then after the 4.5 mile source where we're going to fill up, it's a 15-mile carry, which would make that close to a 20-mile day for us. So we're going to reassess, because we're going to already be carrying 3 liters of water to get through that 15 miles. But if we decide to dry camp and not do the whole 15, then we'll have to carry even more. So we'll keep you posted. See you down trail. sun is setting, and we definitely aren't going to make it to that second water source. We had a few challenges on our way to the first one, but we have plenty of water to dry camp. It's been a really nice, comfortable, cooler day. We actually just put a few extra layers on. We're up above 8,000 feet, so it is a little cooler up here. So we haven't been drinking quite as much water. So we have 3 liters when we left that last water source. And just under 4 miles to the next tent site, and hopefully there'll be some room for our Taj Mahal. And then in the morning we'll have 5 miles to the next water source, and a total of about 18 miles till we get into town, and a hotel room. See you down trail. Day 29, and it was a lot harder first thing than we had expected. There were we thought we were done with the washouts, but there were several short reroutes of the trail, which entailed some real steep banks we had to climb down, and then we had to do a little bit of bushwalking, but we made it back to the trail, and then the second half was pretty cruisy with some climbs, but a beautiful day today. The weather was really cool. We were concerned about having enough water because there was a 15-mile water carry, but it was so cool we weren't drinking as much. And so we did stop. Actually, we're 10 miles from the next water source, but we have plenty of water. And then it's another 10 miles into town. So we're going to Big Bear Lake tomorrow, where we have a resupply package waiting and a hotel room booked.
When Jane says it was a little tougher, it took us an hour to go a quarter of a mile this morning, right out of the box. So it was maybe, that was a slight underestimation on our behalf, and also an understatement on Jane's behalf. But
we're glad to be in a tent.
Yes,
we found a nice spot just before the campsite that we were heading towards, but there were a lot of youngsters that passed us that were planning on camping there, and there were only supposed to be a couple spots, so we have this whole big place to ourselves.
Why is that? Because there's a town named Bird in the Hand in Pennsylvania, and a bird in the hand is better than nothing at all. And we've walked past some sites and wish we hadn't. So
anyway, that wraps up day 29. We're thankful for a safe day, and we're looking forward to getting into town, even though it's going to be a long day. We will see you in the morning.
See you down trail.
Good night.
Good night.